here. I could use your help. Fresh off the boat, eh? High Isle is a good place for an adventurer to earn some gold, provided you have the right connections. The name's Jakarn. My patron needs someone like you. An unknown, so to speak. It'd be worth your time to befriend her. Lady Arabelle DeVoe. Maybe you've heard of her. She's a famous investigator and author. Diplomat, too. Which is why she's here. She runs in circles way above my station. But I owe her a debt that I'm trying to pay. Maybe you can help me do that. A fair bit of gold, most likely. Lady Arabelle works for one of the richest nobles in all Tamriel, Lord Bacaro Valoris. He's sponsoring an important conference here on the island. But there's a problem. Trust me, the payday will be worth it. Lady Arabelle will appreciate an outsider's perspective. She's at the Gonfalon Bay docks with Lord Bacaro, if you want to introduce yourself. The problem I mentioned, it involves some missing ships. Anyway, tell her Jakarn sent you. I'm her favorite. Long story. It involves multiple maidens, a few princes, and one charming rogue who stole all their hearts. Then the authorities got involved. Fortunately, Lady Arabelle agreed to take responsibility for my good behavior. Now I owe her.
Me? Where's your proof? Just because I woke up in a pile of bottles doesn't mean I'm guilty. Those could have been gotten there in any number of ways.
Hello there. Say, you look like the type who could go traipsing around dangerous areas in search of rare ingredients. Could I interest you in a job? There's coin in it for you, and the knowledge that you'd be bringing joy to many in Gonfalon Bay. My partner and I are purveyors and creators of fine drinks. Hilgrim does more drinking than creating, however, which got us into our current trouble. We were on the cusp of making a groundbreaking new spirit, then Hilgrim drank our entire supply. We need 3 ingredients to make another batch, and Hilgrim's in no state to get them himself. The drink requires flesh flies, a sister's passion flower, and a druid's bane mushroom. If I marked the locations on your map, would you gather them for us? Here, these spots should have the ingredients I mentioned. If you can gather them and bring them back, I can whip up a drink that's sure to make all the mainlanders empty out their pockets. So long as I can keep Hilgrim away from it. Hilgrim and I are always experimenting with different flavors and ingredients. Not all of them are successful, of course, but this combination in particular was exceedingly delicious. We stumbled upon something revolutionary, I'm sure of it. We've only just met, lovely stranger. I can't go giving you all our secrets just yet. Hilgrim and I have a special technique when it comes to the blending, but truthfully, we can't take all the credit. The local ingredients play a major role. The flesh fly wings add a bit of bitterness and body to the drink. The sister's passion flower gives it a lovely floral aftertaste and a lovely color. And that particular type of mushroom infuses a great deal of sweetness and heaviness to the mix. Well, you wouldn't know it by looking at him right now, but he's actually a very charming, intelligent, and passionate man. We fell in love over a bottle of Alto wine years ago, and discovered we both had a gift for concocting delicious libations. He makes me want to tear my hair out most days. But yes, we are. As much as he vexes me, he makes me laugh too. And he has incredible ideas. It was his notion to use the flesh flies to add a hint of bitterness to the drink. Just brilliant. Yes, this place brings in rich nobles by the bucketful. Or at least it used to before those delegates came around. But there are still enough gadabouts to take advantage of. People who will pay almost anything for a taste of something different.
The last batch of our newest drink was groundbreaking. Guaranteed to be a hit. We're not totally sure who drank the entire stock, but it's been suggested that it might have been me. But now you're here. Thanks for agreeing to help.
I honestly don't remember much about last night. Gunalda and I always taste test our new creations.
But I must have gotten a little carried away. Clearly, we did an excellent job crafting a delicious drink. Maybe too delicious, yeah? What? No! You think Gunalda would put up with me if I made a habit out of drinking our livelihoods away? She's a patient woman, but not that patient. No, I think our newest concoction was just particularly tempting. Or potent. Or both. Yes, in both drink making and in life.
Isn't she lovely? The way the light reflects off her hair, her perfect frown, the way she narrowing her eyes at me now. I don't know what she sees in me, but I'm grateful.
And perhaps a little drunk.
Oh, it's a wonderful story. A mutual enthusiasm for libations. Two brilliant minds, two fates intertwined. A love so passionate it threatens
to engulf all of Tamriel as we bring drinks to the thirsty and curious.
It's... Wait, what are we talking about?
Good luck! Oh, you're my hero. This is not good. Rigurt needs help. Again. Hello there. I am Rigurt, sometimes called the Brash, and I am Large Delegate for the Ebonheart Pact Cultural Exchange. Or I would be if I had my scepter. That is what King Yoren told me. He said, Rigurt, go to High Isle and be Ebonheart Pact Cultural Ambassador. And be Large, Delegate and Large. That is me. But I lost my scepter of office. I had it with me last night, but now I can't find it. Yes, I went out with delegates Tanilin and Olganash last night. We ate and drank like kings. I don't remember all that happened, but I spent most of my gold. And I lost my official scepter. Will you help me look for it? I can pay you a little. I've been thinking very hard, and it hurts. We should begin at the Ancient Anchor. That is where I went last night with the other diplomats. The innkeeper was angry with me this morning, but she might talk to you. Meet you there. They are delegates too. Tanilin is very important elf from Aldmere Dominion, and Olganash is noble orc from Daggerfall Covenant, who brings culture wherever he goes. I don't remember what we talked about. It must have been another diplomatic success. Must think again. No. We parted ways with great enthusiasm in street, just outside the Ancient Anchor. I went back inside, and I had it with me then. I need my scepter of office. I can't lose another one, or they'll dock my pay. Rigurt leads glorious expedition of Nord Cultural Exchange. I travel to many lands to explain excellence of Nord culture with great forcefulness. Yes. One day, Rigurt was drinking in the Skald King's Hall and loudly explaining all the good things people don't know about Nords. King Yoren said he knew that already, and I should go tell somebody else. So, I did!
Not you again. You haven't paid your bills. Or did you forget that too?
See? I was here, and she remembers me. I must have committed great diplomacy last night. Ask her about my scepter, friend.
I'm sorry about that little scene. Some people are unbelievable. Welcome to the Ancient Anchor. What can I do for you? Oh, you're with this Nord? I'm not all that worried about what he left here. I'm worried about what he took. A night's worth of food, drink, and entertainment, all without paying. He and his friends skipped out on their bill. Like I said, they ate and drank all night in a private room. When I noticed it was too quiet, I looked in and they were all gone. Someone's gotta settle up. Your friend left his scepter? It'll do as collateral until I get paid.
You found a scepter. That is good. And I remember now. I wanted to pay the bill to impress the other delegates, but now I don't have the coin to do that again. We have to get them to pay their shares. I can't lose another scepter. Let me see. Tanilin didn't seem to be having fun, so I bought her a special drink. And then Olganash wanted dessert. I asked the man in the back for something sweet so my friends could have a good time. We headed back to our own lodgings after that. Oh yes, I am good diplomat, so I thought she would like something to remind her of home. After that, Tanilin kept asking for more drinks. We all laughed and had fun. We said goodnight just outside. She got in her carriage and drove off for home. We might have been arguing about where to get the best cake in Hrothgar. That made us want cake. But the man in the back room said he did not have cake. So I asked him to give me whatever he had for Olganash. I think Tanilin is staying at Steadfast Manor, a little way outside of town. She likes Lord Bakaro's gardens. Olganash rented a small house in Gonfalon Bay near the West Gate. Here, I'll be right behind you, when my head stops spinning. Olganash is a prisoner? I don't understand. Ask him what happened.
Can you help me? There's been a terrible mistake. I'm with the Daggerfall Covenant diplomatic mission. But this guard doesn't believe me. I'm not what he thinks I am. Rigurt! He got me into this mess. Last night after dinner, we were talking about our favorite places in Hrothgar. He disappeared into the back and returned with a bag. He said something about getting a dessert for me. I left. On my way home, this guard stopped me. I told him what I thought about that, so he frisked me. It turns out the bag was filled with skooma. I didn't know, I swear. Can you talk to Sergeant Dupertus? I've got diplomatic immunity.
You'd better talk to the guard. Olganash won't be able to pay his share of the tab if he's in prison.
I'm sure Olganash spun you a sad tale. Criminals will say just about anything to avoid going to prison. He even told me he was a diplomat. Hope he's got a better story for the city magistrate. If I had a gold coin for every criminal who tells me he's got friends in high places, I'd be a wealthy man. Word of warning, mainlander. Make false statements to an officer of the law, and you'll be in front of the magistrate too. I'll free Ulganash if we catch the criminal who refined the moon sugar. There's a smuggler named Burjack Catalan who hangs around the Ancient Anger. We're sure he deals in skooma, but we haven't been able to prove it. He's the criminal I really want. Follow Burjack Catalan and find where he keeps his contraband. I'll need you to bring me proof he's got skooma. We've tried to arrest him before, only to come up empty-handed. I saw Burjack in Gonfalon Square earlier. If you're in, start there.
You are very clever, friend. Just find Burjack Catalan's ill-gotten booty, and I'll get my scepter back. It's simple.
What a night. Time for a little nightcap. Back off, stranger. I'd appreciate it if you'd let me be. That bumpkin gave me 3 times what I asked for the skooma. Paid for the best night I've had in years.
Ah, you are back. Do you have the dessert? Sergeant Upertis is waiting.
Did you find Burjack Catalan? More importantly, did you bring back any proof that he's dealing in skooma? Someone has to go to prison today. I'd rather take him than your friend here. I knew it! Thank you, Mainlander. We've been trying for months to catch Burjack Catalan with incriminating evidence, but he can smell a guard from a block away. He hides it all before we get anywhere near him. I'm true to my word. I'm after the smuggler who's bringing skooma into my town. Not some drunken fool who ends up with a vial in his pocket. But tell your friend if I see him anywhere near Moon Sugar again, I'll arrest him on the spot.
Excellent! Ulgonash has paid his debt to society. Another diplomatic triumph.
That's better. I can't thank you enough. Without your help, I'd still be under arrest. Now, what's all this about Rigurt and his missing scepter? No one paid the innkeeper? I don't understand. We ate and drank quite a lot last night, but Rigurt said he'd taken care of it. I would never skip out on a bill. We have to make this right. What do you need me to do? Gladly. I'll head back to my rooms and clean myself up. As soon as I can feel my fingers again, I'll meet you back at the inn with a coin for my share. It's the least I can do.
Excellent! Good thing we came along when we did. I can't imagine how he got himself into this situation. I can't believe Ulgonash got himself arrested. That will be some story, huh? Now we just have to find Tanilan and convince her to pay her portion of the bill from last night. Marisat Lemater seemed pretty angry about it all.
You there. Can we speak for a moment? You seem healthy, or at least healthier than most of the Manor's patients. Maybe you could help us out. The patients here have fallen prey to a strange malady. None of the menders recognize it, and they can't find the cause. Steadfast Manor, the ancestral home of Lord Beccaro Valorous. Once war broke out, he turned it into a place of healing for the wounded. Soldiers of every faction stay here as they heal from their injuries, but this malady threatens their recovery. The menders are busy tending to the afflicted. That's where you come in. If you find the cause, then they might better understand how to deal with it. I'll reward you for the effort. What we're doing here in Steadfast Manor is important. I'd suggest you talk to some patients who are feeling its effects. Try Arabil Vools by the fountain, or Malagi. He likes to watch the sea. Oh, and speak with Mender Talil, too. She's inside. I'll be waiting upstairs when you're done. I can give a first-hand report. The first symptom is the nightmares. I'm familiar with dreams of war, but these were somehow more horrible. I remember eyes around me, peering from darkness, and screaming. Constant screaming. Other patients have fevers and fits of shaking. Some become confused, believing themselves back on the battlefield. I had to subdue a dark elf who turned on a mender. Seeing the others like that, I hope that's not where I'm headed. Fortunately, no. I'm lucky, though I dread the day when it comes for me. The malady doesn't seem to strike the same way twice. That's one of the factors that has confused the healers here. Like the others, I fought for my king, until I caught a spear in the gut. I laid in the mud for hours before an orc shaman found me. She dragged me back to camp. I ended up in a Breton infirmary. That's when I got the offer. A representative of the society came to my bedside. Told me about a noble plan to foster peace in Tamriel. She described how I'd recover alongside my enemies. I thought it sounded overly optimistic, but who turns down a stay by the ocean? Oh, I dream of peace, friend. I've seen too many friends killed, and too much blood spilled to wish otherwise. But I also know that the powerful crave more power, and they don't seem to do much of the fighting or bleeding for it. The manor belongs to Lord Beccaro Valorous. He formed the Society of the Steadfast to work for an end to the Three Banners War. The Society brings wounded soldiers from all sides here to recover. They hope we'll find common ground with our enemies. I guess I'm the guard. Usually the patients mind their manners, or they're in too much pain to cause trouble. But we're all soldiers. When fights break out, I settle them, which means the other patients don't really open up to me. I fought for the Daggerfall Covenant. Even before the war, I marched under its banner. Now here I am, guarding this hospice as an unknown malady torments the minds of their fellows. I guess their suspicions are only natural.
I was told they weren't taking new patients, not until they figured out what's going on. Still, welcome to Steadfast Manor. I'd offer a tour, but I don't quite feel up to it. Haven't slept in days. I can barely stand up straight. Affliction? A good word for it. I can feel it wearing away at my mind. After days without sleep, my thoughts are cloudy. I'm a shell of myself. Mender Rosalind's tonics help some. She knows what she's doing, unlike some here. Master Healer Verlaine only manages the symptoms. He sedates us or just offers comforting words, but he won't seek out the root cause. Rosalind studied this affliction. She believes it's a curse of the humors, but she needs more research. I thought I was never going to walk again. A wood elf snapped the bones in both my legs. How the little fellow managed it still baffles me. And again, I can't recall much of the battle where it happened. Flashes of memory and no more. I was carried to the healers, but they had to save their magic for the mortally wounded. So I got wooden braces and some bark to chew on that dulled the pain. My bones healed all wrong, made walking constant agony. Somewhat, Master Healer Verlaine was frank about how I'd suffer more before I healed. They had to re-break each bone and slowly knit them back together. But the pain lessens each day. I can shuffle around now. For that, I'm grateful. I was a true believer from the moment I heard of it. I felt no hatred for my enemies. I only fought as I was ordered to. I like the idea of learning about other peoples. I admit, I was delighted when I first arrived. Now, my mind is slipping. Something is spreading among the patients. It makes us lose ourselves. I have to think it's a deliberate attack. One of the other alliances is doing this to me. Perhaps coming here was a mistake. We're not close, but I respect her intellect. With her knowledge of alchemy, she could do anything. She chooses to comfort and heal people. Aiding the weak isn't a choice I would make. But now that I'm in need, I see the virtue of it.
Such a calming vista, yes? The sound of waves lapping at the shore always used to bring Milagi peace. But now, Milagi feels like he may jump out of his fur. Fear ripples through Milagi as if he faces battle again. This one believes so. Milagi was beginning to feel strong. He planned to return to his family in Riemann. Then, at dinner one evening, Milagi could not catch his breath. His heart pounded, his vision darkened. Only Mender Roslin could calm him. Mender Roslin is a master of alchemical remedies. She mixed a powder into Milagi's tea that calmed the storm. Yesterday, Roslin told this one she might have a cure for his sickness, a new potion that looked promising. But she has disappeared.
I'm sorry, but I can't talk any longer. I do wish to help any way I can, but the patients need me, especially in Rosalind's absence. Good luck in your search for the affliction's cause, and alert me if you start feeling strange. Interesting. Well, he's a good man. If he thinks you can help, then you can stay. But if you start hearing voices or seeing strange things, tell me straight away. A shame that Mender Rosalind's not here to speak with you. We truly need her. I'm afraid not, and that worries me. You see, Rosalind isn't one to abandon her duties, and some patients have vanished as well. Just gone from their beds when we check on them. I shouldn't talk about this. People are upset already.
But we might find something in there we can use.
Oh, she must have taken ill after dinner last night. Is that a note by the bed? Look for a mammoth ear plant in the woods near the manor. We need to wake her up.
Maybe you heard. My talk with Master Healer Viralane was unproductive. He always sticks to procedure. No sense of urgency with that one. Well, how did you fare? Learn anything from the patients? Everyone respects Mender Rosalind. She's got a rare combination of kindness and skill. And between you and me, she plays a strong game of cards. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Where could she be? Strange that this affliction shows up at the same time people start disappearing. I don't believe in coincidences. Why didn't Viralane tell me about this? Sure, I'm not a member of the society, but still. Anything else? Then we need to get into the dispensary. That's where Rosalind worked. Viralane has a key, and so does Mender Aldvar. Get the dispensary key from one of them, and go take a look around. I'll keep watch while you're inside. Try flattery, if you're good with words. If you can impress him with some alchemy, he might trust you. Or maybe mention you're searching for Mender Rosalind. Those two are close. Nothing untoward, I don't think. But they've worked together a long time. Rosalind told me once that Virelane personally chose her to join the Society of the Steadfast. He respects alchemists, and there are few better than Mender Rosalind. Well, I've never seen a lazier mender. I bet you can find him asleep on the docks. Now, I'd never suggest you steal the key from his pack, but if it fell out and you picked it up... Yeah, and I have no idea why. Aldvar doesn't offer much to her. No real strength in herbalism or alchemy that I've seen. I might be too hard on him. He does get along well with all the patients. Perhaps Rosalind has a soft spot for the mediocre. I guess you could pick the lock, but you didn't hear me suggest that. Supposedly, I'm the security here. This affliction keeps the menders busy, so I doubt you'll be noticed. Just don't break the door. We can't let patients take what they want.
Good day, stranger. Did I just see you speaking with my friend Armin? He's one of our most noteworthy successors at Steadfast Manor, or so I believe. How can I help you? Terrible shame. Rosalind was one of our best healers, incredibly talented. Her loss has really made things hard around here. But we're doing the best we can. What can I do to help? I'm afraid that's out of the question. I'm sure you have good intentions, but our dispensary is full of sensitive, even dangerous materials. It's imperative nothing there be disturbed. Lives depend on it. Hard to argue with that. She is a talented healer, perhaps more than I am. Very well. If you think it may help, then take this key and have a look. Please do your utmost to keep things as they are.
Sorry, Mender. It's closed for cleaning. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's open again. Shouldn't be long. Hey, you almost done in there? I can't keep this up forever. Ah, there you are. Find anything? I can't believe that mender fell for the old closed for cleaning line. Well, did you find anything? Can I see it? This is Rosalind's, all right. An illness related to vampirism? I might not have any more book learning than you need to swing a sword, but I think I would have noticed a vampire hanging around. What's going on here? I can see that. And look, here's something about harpy feathers. If Rosalind went looking for harpy nests, maybe we should too. She says the nests are nearby. Shouldn't be hard to find. Beware of the harpies. They can be vicious. I'd go with you, but I don't dare leave the patients alone with the menders, or with each other. Not if they're fighting off some kind of vampire sickness.
Hello? Please help me!
You're not Verlaine. My name is Seraphine. I am what you see, although I long to be free of this curse. What are you doing in this awful place? Rosalind? She tried to free me, but Verlaine returned and overpowered her. This is his laboratory. He experiments on me, hoping he can use my blood to heal the wounded. It's madness. I'm afraid he drugged Rosalind with my blood. My blood, my strain of this curse, induces deep dreaming. When I bite someone, they later fall into a deep sleep, with horrific nightmares. A concentrated dose of my blood has the same effect, immediately. I hate what my hunger does. She sleeps in the next chamber, but soon she'll awake with my curse. There's a vial of my blood in the laboratory across the hall. We can use it to create an antidote. Release me, please? Thank you. I need a moment to recover my strength. Verlaine's notes are in the laboratory if you need help with the antidote. I'll meet you at Rosalind's side. I haven't fed in a long time, and I shouldn't be alone with her.
Oh, my head. Who are you? Did Seraphine send you? Who are you, stranger? And where am I? What's happened? Verlaine? Surely you're joking. Why would... Wait, it's coming back to me. I was looking for harpy feathers in the forest, but a blood fiend attacked me. I fled into this cave and I found Seraphine here in a cage, but then... Oh, my head... That's horrible. No wonder I noticed traces of vampirism. Yes, vampire blood can speed recovery, but it's very risky. I know Verlaine thought our methods were slow, but still. We must confront him. Together, if Seraphine's willing. Oh, thank you. My mind is a little foggy yet. We should head back immediately. I have to check on my patients, and perhaps add Seraphine to them. I think I can cure her if that's what she wants.
I'm so glad it worked. Is she going to be all right? At least I finally did something good with this curse of mine. I hope she takes down that monster Verlaine and makes him pay for all this. Oh, I'm so angry I could rip his throat out. No, that's my curse, not me. I need to end this somehow. Of course I'll help. Anything to bring that monster down. Even if it means allowing others to see what I am. All right, I'll make my way there. Sometimes Verlaine said that the mere sight of my eyes unnerved him. Well, he's seen nothing yet. Rosalind, right? I am so sorry about this. If I hadn't been so weak, I would have...
Everything's going to be fine. Come to the manor. Perhaps I can help you.
Help me? I'm cursed. There's nothing to be done.
There are things we can try. Let's talk on the way. What?
I had to do it, Rosalind. It was the only way to guarantee their recovery.
You were poisoning them, Alexis. Look around you.
Oh, I suppose you're here to fling more baseless accusations at me, too. Who are you to speak against me? What do you know of the work I do here? Such smugness. You may get rid of me, but doing so will spell doom for dozens of those poor souls out there. My methods were unconventional, yes, but they would have worked. The regrettable means to a greater end. The vampire will live forever, but those people outside won't. If one suffers so that many more can go on to lead full lives, what of it? I could have saved hundreds, no, thousands more. In time, I would have perfected it. In time, it would have been safe. Sometimes we have to make hard choices. How can you not understand that? I'm done talking. Do what you will with me, but I'll be proven right. You'll see.
Unbelievable. I guessed it was something like that, but still. Let's talk, adventurer. So let me make sure I've got this right. Vera Lane's been dosing our patients with vampire blood as some sort of medical experiment, and he was ready to kill Rosalind to cover it up? You've got proof, right? Nightmares, abductions, mad experiments. Vera Lane has much to answer for. Thank you, adventurer. We're doing good work here, and because of you, we can start again and do it right. The Society of the Steadfast is in your debt. Thanks to you, I think these soldiers may actually see their families again. And maybe they'll take the lessons of this manor and do their part in bringing the war to an end one day. My work here is just beginning. My body's been healed for some time now, I guess. But now I think something in my spirit needed to be here too, helping others. Is it strange to say I don't really want to leave? Alexis Vera Lane, I swear by the Society of the Steadfast, you will answer for your crimes.
The Steadfast. I thought you were willing to do what it took to end this war. Clearly, I was wrong.
You have my gratitude, hero. I doubt Seraphine or I would have survived if you hadn't come along when you did. I must administer more of your antidote to everyone suffering from Vera Lane's so-called treatments. And once his evil work is undone, well, there are still the wounds of war to deal with. I hope to help our patients with those too.
Thank you for what you've done here. Master Vera Lane has much to answer for, and now it seems like he'll do exactly that. I pray that Rosalind can help me find a cure for my disease. I'm willing to stay as long as it takes and endure any treatment. Surely it can't be worse than what I've already survived. At the end of it, I will finally be free.
I suppose I could use another break.
Crush the leaf and give her the juice. If she wakes up, we can tell her about her share of the bill. It worked! She's awake! I was a little worried that she might be dead.
Surely death would be more preferable to this. Still, I thank you for waking me. I was having the most horrific dreams. Who are you again? In the spirit of cultural bridge building, I joined Olga Nash and Rigurt for dinner. A routine exchange, but Rigurt ordered food and drinks all night long. Why? What's going on? Oh, I'm afraid I have no idea if I paid or not. I don't even remember leaving the inn. It's entirely possible that I forgot to contribute toward the bill in my condition. What in the world did I have to drink? Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. No wonder I got sick. I promise I'll return to the inn and settle up soon. Now, if you'll excuse me, all of a sudden, I'm not feeling so good.
A diplomatic success. Now, let us return to the inn and settle this bill. We should go back to the inn. I can't wait to see the look on Mary Settlemeter's face when 3 large diplomats come back to settle scores with her.
Right, that's settled. I hope you all have learned your lesson. Don't pay the bill to shady characters in a back room.
We are in agreement. I hope this means I can have my scepter back.
I admit it, I didn't expect to see you again. But your 3 friends finally came back to pay their bill. They even added a little extra for all the trouble. Unlike some people in this room, I remember to pay my debts when they're due. These 3 ninnies came back and paid what they owed. So here's the scepter. You should tell your friends to use more common sense in the future. Your friend Rigurt happened. First, he bought the High Elf rot meth, thinking it was a taste of home for her. After that, he tried to get a sugary dessert for the orc, and mistook a skooma dealer in the back room for one of my staff. The skooma dealer gave Rigurt something for his friend the orc, all right. Rigurt decided that settled the bill. He came back and told the others he'd taken care of it. They were both far too drunk to sort it out. Ninnies, all of them.
Sky's blessing as you roam. Let nature lead you onward.
My bestest friend. Thanks to your help, I can commit diplomacy again. Everyone here will know that they have been diplomatized by Rigurt the Brush. But I still have no idea how things got so out of hand. Everyone was so upset. Diplomacy is hard work. I bought special drinks for Tanilan, but they made her sick. I ordered dessert for Olganash and tried to pay for dinner. Olganash got arrested, and the innkeeper kept my scepter. Now, I'm even more confused. I don't know what high elves like to drink, and I'm not sure why that man gave me a bag of skooma when I wanted something for my friend Olganash. I only wanted him to have a good time. I am stumbled. Did Mariset Lemater have my scepter of office? Thank you, friend. I am official Large Delegate again. Just think of the great diplomatic triumphs that are sure to come because you helped me. I do not have much gold left in purse, but what I have is yours. Another diplomatic success! Thank you, friends, for an unforgettable night.
It was certainly a, well, unique experience.
Agreed. It was unique. Let's all agree to never speak of it again.
I appreciate your help, and I hope you have the tact to never speak of what happened last night. The Dominion frankly expects more of its diplomats than carrying on like common drunkards. Now, I need to go lie down. Look, it's embarrassing enough without you rubbing it in. We drank far too much. Rigurt bought me rot meth, thinking it was a taste of home and not some nasty wood elf swill. And I downed it without even looking to see what it was. Because Rigurt kept buying them. It's the first rule of diplomacy. Don't embarrass your host by refusing what they give you. But the second rule is don't make your guests drink like a wood elf pirate. Evidently, Rigurt didn't know that.
Thank you for helping Rigurt to sort out this mess he made. The sooner we can all forget about last night's misadventures, the better. I really don't want any of my colleagues to find out I got arrested. I didn't even want dessert. We'd been eating and drinking all night. And since we'd been talking about cakes earlier in the evening, Rigurt must have thought I had a sweet tooth. I was even more surprised than the guard when he found the skooma. It wasn't my finest hour. I may have relieved myself against a building along the way. And when the guard spoke sharply to me about that, I argued back at him. You know the rest of the tale.
Listen here, give me your ear, the sapphire tourney comes from every nook by sea and foot, and not a one is glum. Aspirants head to old Navir, hailing from near and far, to joust and ride and sing with pride, with hopes they'll be a star.
Lucanalda! They're back. Friend, give my lovely partner the ingredients.
Oh, you're back! Were my directions helpful? Did you manage to find everything? Please say yes. I've listened to Hilgrim belch, groan, and try to convince himself he's not the one who got us into this mess for long enough, I should think. Oh, you're amazing! You really did it! Now it's up to me to recreate our masterpiece. I hope it wasn't just a fluke, mostly for Hilgrim's sake, because I'll kill him. Here, take this as a reward. You helped us more than you can know. Give me a moment to mix up just a little to test. Here, Hilgrim, give this a try. You're already drunk.
Maybe a bit more spice.
Perfect. That'll do nicely. Well, I'd say our drink is going to be a resounding success. The gadabouts lazing about High Isle will be lining up to get a taste, and Hilgrim and I will be there to satisfy them. Once Hilgrim sleeps off this hangover, of course. Once Hilgrim gets back on his feet, we'll start making a larger batch that we can eventually sell. Then we'll take our stock to the docks, the taverns, the streets, wherever there might be thirsty, rich people looking for something delicious. Now that I'm prepared for, I'll be able to plan for it. First, there'll be no more taste testing for Hilgrim. His privileges are officially revoked. Second, I intend to hide our stock in a secure location. Third, I'll kill him if he tries it.